Alright, welcome back everyone. This is part 9, our RPG Dungeon Crawler series. I just recorded an entire episode, but my mic was off, so I have to re-record it, and I deleted everything. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is duplicate our game over scene and call it main menu. Duplicate game over script, call it main menu. I misspelt it, so I'm going to go and rename, take that out. Go to main menu, and I'm going to drag this in. And then in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the font, go to font here, and then I'm going to drag in the font. I'm going to make it unique here. And now I can edit the style without messing with the font in other places. And now we're going to rename it to Welcome Player. Press play to start. I'm going to rename this to play. And we're going to rename the text to play as well. And then we're going to rename this main menu, go into the script, and we're going to actually take this out. And let's see if that actually works. What we have to do next is go into the main menu and set as main scene. Now if I play, it goes to welcome player, let's start. Ooh, interesting that this is here actually. Oh no, it's not interesting because, okay, I'm going to delete that, sorry. You shouldn't even have that error, but I will. All right, and we have the game working as planned. And then we die and then restart, etc. etc. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is go into our global. We're going to create new file. Where is it? Not file, sorry, script. We're going to name it utils. And I'm going to autoload it. So go to project, autoload, and bam, there it is because I already autoloaded it. But in case you don't know, you go into global, utils, and then add, and mine's already there, so there's no error. And then I'm going to close all this because I don't want it there. And then I'm going to close the main menu, close the world, and I'm going to open the utils. And I'm going to delete all this. And now what we're going to do is we're going to have 3 functions. The first one is going to be a GetFile function. So GetFile is, we're going to pass through a variable called isWrite, and it's going to be a Boolean. And then in here, I'm just going to pass for now. And I'm going to have another function that's save game. Pass it load game. I'm going to pass for now, and then I'm going to pass for now is here as well. All right, so in our GetFile, what we're going to do is variable. We're going to create 2 things we're going to do first. I'm going to actually copy paste this. You want these 2 variables beforehand. Basically, this is going to be the place we're putting our file, and this is the password. For now, I'm just going to have password as our password. Very secure. But if for your own thing, you might want to put something else so people can't decrypt it that easily. And now what we're going to do is have save game. And we're going to specify that is a file, and then we're going to do file.new. It's a function, and then variable password, and this is a string, so we're going to tell the computer it's a string, and we're going to set it to save pass. Next up, we're going to check whether or not we're on Android or iOS. So os.getName equals to Android, or os.getName is equal to iOS. OS with capital. And then if it is, what we're going to do is set the password equal to os.getUniqueID. So that way everyone has their own unique ID. And then if isWrite is true, what we're going to do is save game dot open with encrypted pass, and I'm going to save We're going to pass through save pass, save path, and then we're going to open the file that we're using, which is file.write. We're going to write in it, and then we're also going to use the password. So we're going to open this file, right? This file we have. We're going to open it. We're going to save it. We're going to get it from this path, and then we're going to write in it using this password, right? All right. Else, if it's not true, like if this function is false, right? What we're going to want to do is load it. So this is our load function essentially, right? So if not, save game dot open. I'll just actually copy paste this line right here. Nope, sorry, wrong line. It is save file exists. So we're going to check if the file exists, and then if it does or does not, we're going to just return. So if we're trying to load something and our file does not exist, we don't want to load something that doesn't exist. So we're going to just return. And we have to actually check which file we're looking at exists. Save path. And then if it is true, so if that file does exist, what we'll do is then we'll copy paste this. But instead of writing, we're going to read it. And then right after that, we're going to return save game. That's it, save game. So this is our GetFile function. Essentially, it does saving and loading for us. So now in our save game function, what we want to do is actually write those things and write stuff inside that file. So it's variable save game. I'm going to specify that it's a file. I'm going to make it equal to get file false. No, true. My bad. True. So we're actually going to write in it, right? So we're going true. So if it's true, then we're going to write in it, right? And then we're going to return later on. But other than that, we're going to now make our dictionary. And to do that, I always get confused on how to do that. I'm going to say it's equal to data or name it data. And we're going to make it equal to this guy. And what this does is it's going to have a string. And then it's going to have this little guy, I forget what it's called, like semicolon, I guess. And then we're going to have the actual variable. So for this, we're going to have player HP, comma, and then we're going to name the string the same, just so, like you could do 1, 2, 3, but like there's no point in that because like it's easier to do this. And it's less confusing later on when we load it, which I will show you why. And then in our save, we're going to duplicate it a few times. We're going to get rid of those lines because that'll error. And I'm going to save MP, and then I'm going to save MP. Oh no, sorry. HP max. Okay, I'm going to go into global game, and then I'm going to just copy paste it from here. Game, player MP, and then max MP. All right, and then we'll just copy paste these strings. Now we should have no errors. All right, awesome. And now, so that's how we save it. And then to finish saving it, I forgot this in my earlier tutorial, I'm going to close it. So return save game. Nope, sorry. We're going to close it, like I said. So close. And then before we close it, actually, we want to save game dot store line. There it is. And then to JSON data. So what this is going to do is it's going to take our file, save game, right? And we're going to store this line, the data. So it's going to store this dictionary as one line, essentially, which isn't efficient. It's not the best way to do it. There's better ways to save in Godot. There's a lot of tutorials out there, but this is the way I'm going to do it. And for our load, it's very similar. We're going to have save game. I'm going to specify as a file equals to get file, but this time it's going to be false because we're only reading it, we're not writing it, right? And then we want to check if the save game we got is empty. If it's not, will return, or if it is, sorry, will return. And then we'll also, now we'll actually load it. So while not save game dot EOF reached. I'm gonna pass for now so we get rid of the thing. Okay, so what this means is end of file. So if we haven't reached the end of file yet, we're going to keep doing something, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to like load the lines, right? So what we're going to do is make a variable called current line equal to parse JSON save game dot, what is it? Get line, and then we're going to load it. So if current line, so if we have current line, we're going to game dot player HP is equal to current line this. All right, hopefully that doesn't error. I spelled it right. Okay, awesome. So what we're going to be doing is if we have something in the current line left, we're going to get that current line and load it into this variable. So now I'm going to copy paste this. The number of times I saved things. So now I saved it. Now I'm going to load it. So now you just have to make sure I'm getting the right lines. But I have to delete the game because that's not the string I saved it as. All right, and then after we load it, after the while loop, we're going to just close our file. Close, and that is it. We just double check I didn't do anything wrong. All right, awesome. We can just get rid of, we can ignore these, that's fine. And now in our main menu, we go to our main menu, create a function called ready, which I'm sure hopefully you know what it is. Load our utils, we'll save, and then we'll make another utils dot load. So this will save, and then this will make an empty folder or empty file. So we've saved and load. And then let's comment that out. And then before we relaunch this, let's go into our world. And then every time our zombie comes out, we'll actually save it. So util dot save game. So now if I play, we have 5 HP. I'm going to die, and then I'm going to wait for something to spawn. I'm going to close the game, and I'm going to load it again. And now I have 100 HP when I start. So usually we should start with 5, right? But because I saved and loaded it, I now have 100 HP because I died and then came back. Obviously, you can kind of change it up so that if you die, maybe you only start with 5 HP or 10 HP or whatever you want, right? But this is how you do it. So we've now saved and loaded the game. Now we have a save and load function. Awesome. That is it for today's episode. That was a lot shorter than my other recording. My other recording was like 20 minutes. This one's like almost 14. But I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please like and comment and subscribe. It really helps. Hopefully I can grow this channel to the point where I keep making these tutorials, but if it doesn't grow too much, honestly, I'll get demotivated and probably stop making these videos. But hopefully these are useful to someone out there. Hopefully you guys are learning. Hopefully you guys make your own games one day, and you show me. That would be awesome. In the meantime, I will see you guys next time. Peace.